What has maths got to do with this picture? Can you see maths in this picture? What has this got to do with maths? Maths is even here. Hi everyone. Did you see math in those pictures? Were any of the pictures anything to do with area? We have been looking at area lately, haven't we? Can you tell me what area is all about? Well, you might be right. Area is the space within a 2D shape. It's within a 2D closed shape. Does anyone know what a closed shape might look like? I have a picture of some different shapes here. Can you tell me which one of these are 2D closed shapes? That's right, if you said this one here, you'd be right. Are there any others? There is. This one down here too is a closed 2D shape. This one up here is not. It's not finished. It's not closed off. And neither is this down here. But we could close them off and make them a closed 2D shape. This one down here, is it a closed 2D shape? It is. But it's not a regular one like our rectangle up here. It's an irregular 2D shape, isn't it? But it's still a 2D shape. Fantastic! Well, I wonder how maths and our knowledge of area can help me today. I've got a book display to make, and behind me is the table that I'd like to use to display these special books on. So before I start thinking about area and the area on my table behind me, I wonder if you could estimate, if you could have a guess at how many books you think might fit on my display table. So I'll show you the unit. Who remembers what a unit is? What does a unit have to be? Units have to be all the same, that's right. They might have different colours, but they have to be the same shape and take up the same area. So if I've got my book here, Awesome Man, and I have my big table behind me for display, how many books, how many library books do you think could fit on my display table? So this is a long table. Have a guess. Pause the video and have a guess. All right, how many did you guess? I'd like you to, on the board, write my estimate is, and then write the number, and then our unit, library books. I'd like you to write maybe one student, or if you're able to, maybe write 5 or more students. And let's see who's the closest when we get to count them. All right, so pause the video again and put those numbers up. All right, fantastic. So you've had a guess. I sometimes call it a guesstimate because it's a bit of a guess when you have a go at estimating. So when we've done that, we're going to be able to put them out and count how many there are and fill in this below. So I'm going to get my books and I'm going to see. Let's have a go. Oh, look at our lovely books that we have for display here. Awesome Man, book about Sydney, a story. Another one, Dilly Dally. Our Home Little Ones. Oh, that's a very interesting story about Thesaurus and how that began. Oh, Optical Illusions. Fantastic. A story about heaven by Bob Graham. Poems. Mem Fox book. Oh, isn't it exciting making a display? And a whale book, a cat book, fact book, dinosaur book, Jack and the Beanstalk, fable, dinosaur book, and some wacky animals, another fact book, endangered animals. We need some more. And we've got here, an Aboriginal story. Oh, that looks interesting. Foggy, trolls, more cats. You can tell I like cats. Vehicle book and a Pamela Allen and a puzzle book. Oh, wow. So, how did we go then? Oops. How many books did we fit on the display table? Let's count. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So you can write down on the board, I counted 27 books. Fantastic. And how do we write 27? 2 and then the 7. So 27 books. Well, how many people got close to 27? Were you very far? Having a guess is a lot of fun. Well, now we're going to look at the display behind us. I remember when I was with my class, they were looking at a big chart and they noticed some things. Can you notice anything about the pattern? We love looking for patterns in maths. Can you see any patterns? Oh, I can see some lovely patterns. And it was on our maths chart as well, on our hundreds chart. They noticed that the numbers went in lines. They went in lines in different directions. They had special names, they told us too. What were they? When they went from left to right, when they went that way, horizontal, they were called, do you know? Rows, that's right. And when they went up and down, vertically, they were called columns, that's right. So we've got columns here. How many were in my rows? Do you remember while I was counting? That might be a bit tricky. Let's have a check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 in each row. Well done. What about our columns? Going from top to bottom. Can you see? I think it might be. I think it might be 3. Let's check. 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 in each column. Fantastic. All right. So what I'd like you to do now, I'm just going to wipe my board. Now for your activity, I would like you to find an area, a bit like I found a table, a large shape that you're going to find the area of. So it could be a table, it could be a chair, it could be a large space on your lounge. Maybe you want to find how large the lounge space is. Then I want you, of course, to find some units, so some things that are the same, that you have many of, that you can cover to find that area. Right, so once you've thought of that and once you've decided on something to measure the area of, I'd like you to either grab your paper or maybe you've got an iPad, something where you can draw, or you can take a picture and draw over the top of it. All right, so once you've got your paper or your page or your photo, I'd like you to name the shape that you have. So in my case, it was a rectangle. So name your closed shape, and that is a rectangle. Great. Then the picture. So I'm going to draw, let me see how I go, my very long table. Right. Excellent. Then I'm going to show where the rows and columns are. So I'm going to draw as good as I can 3 rows. Yes, because I had 3 rows behind me. How many columns were there? That's going up and down. That's right, it is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 columns. Once I've been able to draw them in rows and columns, looks a bit like all my books that were displayed, doesn't it? Once I've drawn that, I am now going to start writing. So over here I'm going to write the word rows. And I'm going to put an arrow to indicate the direction of rows. And of course it's going to go that way. Okay. Now columns. Remember which direction columns go in. That's right, they go up and down. So I'm going to write the word columns. Now, check for the spelling here. Look at that, we have 3 consonants in a row. Tricky. So columns go up and down. So I'm going to put my arrow indicating that columns go up. All right. Now I'm going to do my counting. So I'm going to put down here, there are 3 rows. How many were in my columns? There were 9 columns. And all together, how many there were? There were 27. And what was the unit? It was books. So that is my unit, books. So have a look. Those are the things that I'd like for you to do. Name your shape, name your 2D closed shape. Then I want you to draw or take a picture and write over the top of your picture, indicating all the units that you have there. And the rows, so draw lines to show the rows. Write the word rows and the direction with an arrow, and then write the word columns, noting that we've got 3 consonants, M-N-S, and indicate an arrow. And then down the bottom you're going to indicate all the numbers, the digits that we need to represent what you did. Alright, I hope that you have lots of fun doing that. I wonder if I wanted to display all my books, I wonder how many tables that I'd need. That's for me to figure out. Alright, have lots of fun. See you next time.